The Hawks have denied reports that Finance Minister Pravin Gordhan is under investigation. According to a report in the City Press, the case against Gordhan and other SARS employees has been reopened. The report quoted a senior crime intelligence unit officer, but the unit has previously denied the claims. The question then is, why did the Hawks send Gordhan a list of 27 questions to answer if the case had officially been dropped at that time? That was just before the budget speech. Well, we're joined now on the line by Hawks national spokesperson Hangwani Mulaudzi. Hangwani, good morning and thanks for your time. You've heard just a brief idea of the story. What is your side of the story?
Well, I think, good morning and thank you. Look, I think from our side, it's a very simple answer. That we do not want to dignify the reports by City Press claiming that the minister is under investigation. We had a press conference last week, Tuesday, which was led by the Minister of Police. And he also hammered into the matter extensively, where he pointed out the fact that such an investigation is just a fallacy. And at the same time, I mean, it's common knowledge. It has been in the media for a long time that we did, yes, send the Honorable Minister questions. And those questions were for clarity-seeking purposes. And never in our engagements in the media did we ever say that we are investigating the minister. So it is just one of those things where you are seeing that there are people who are very much interested to see or to bring, confusion as well as invoke emotions in the country regarding this issue. So we really felt that it is necessary for us to just kick it away, because really it's something that we believe that now there are people who are actually very much interested to see that this case, whatever it is that they want, gets ahead. And we are on record to say that there is no such.
Hangwani, with all due respect, I mean, like you say, you sent him questions for clarity. If there was no investigation, what did you need clarity about?
Well, the questions were in the papers. It's regarding the issues of the so-called rogue unit. And that rogue unit investigation is still going ahead. And that is where we left it at that time. So what is surprising is that there are a lot of people now that are just coming up, either as Hawks sources, crime intelligence, police sources, NPA sources that are actually giving out this story, and we don't know where it's coming from. And what is also confusing with that report is that they are talking about crime intelligence now investigating the case. Where have you ever heard of a crime intelligence unit investigating a case? Because their job is to collect information to support an investigation. So that is why we feel that whoever gave them an information, I don't know whether he was playing them bluff or something, but it really went out. You couldn't understand what they were talking about.
But just clarify for us very quickly, because the report says at the time there was not even an investigation into the rogue unit at that time, although it has since been reopened. So why would you need clarity at that time if the investigation into the minister and the unit was not happening at that time?
That is why we are saying the report itself is very confusing, because you wouldn't know what is it that they were intending. I mean, we are on record. There is an investigation on the rogue unit. As to when it was open, I can't tell you now, unfortunately. But yes, the case was open in Brooklyn, and that investigation is still continuing. As to the issue that regarding the Minister of Finance, it has been cleared out. There is no investigation against, and I think we should just leave it there.
Okay, so the investigation into the rogue unit is on at the moment again, but not into the Finance Minister, just for clarity, Hangwani.
Not again. It has been on since last year. But against the minister, I don't know where this thing is coming from, and we really would want to disassociate ourselves from such reports. Okay,
I'm just going to refer very quickly to the front page of the Citizen newspaper this morning. They've got an exclusive. They're talking about the so-called rogue unit myth being bust, saying a former SARS executive saying he and his colleagues are being targeted because they unearthed explosive evidence of criminal behavior. I don't have all the details. They are on page 3 on the inside of the Citizen. Just a response to that.
Well, I haven't seen the article yet as well. But this is some of the things that we have been saying, that there are people who are actually coming up with all these things. I don't know whether they want to clean themselves or whatever, because every time it's sources and people who are actually attached to that investigation, so-called, people that are attached to that investigation. But honestly speaking, I think it's better for us to look into the matter, but on the record, the investigation into the so-called rogue unit continues.
If what you're saying is true, then, Hangwani, you have to ask, why was the finance minister so upset at the time, and he continues to be upset, even up until a few weeks ago, calling for South Africans to support and help the Treasury and help protect the Treasury from such investigations or whatever seems to be going on behind the scenes?
Well, I don't know. We are also angry as well because our name is also being dragged into the mud. I feel for the minister because on a weekly basis there are reports that are coming out, but these are reports that are not coming out from our unit. So it is evident that there are people that are actually trying to make sure that this matter drags on for a long time, and it has a strain on him and his family. It has a strain on the image of the Hawks as well. So that is why we say rather let's talk about issues that are actually official. If it's coming from me, it's coming from the Hawks, then it's something else. But other things that are coming from so-called sources, we really don't want to even entertain them.
All right, we'll leave it there for now. Thanks very much, Hawks National spokesperson Hangwani Mulaudzi on the line to us from Pretoria this morning.